Hello everyone, welcome back to Playwright with Java Automation Testing Session 44. In today's session, I will discuss how you can implement TestNG DataProvider using page object model in Playwright with Java and TestNG. So it is a framework development from scratch using POM part 9 as well. So in most of the areas, right, you need to run the same test case again and again and again with variety of the data. Primarily, suppose say in case you need to create some policy account in insurance industry, right? So you need to run the same script, right, to create some policy or account like that. Or sometimes you are navigating to a particular website where you need to validate that in case you are giving different combination of data, right, whether it is giving you successful or unsuccessful. So definitely in for successful you can give all the different kind of data with invalid password, user id password, and you can verify the successfulness. Apart from that, in case if you can give suppose the invalid combination of user id password, and you can check that it is throwing some error and it is not logging, is not happening successfully. So this kind of stuff, because same test case will be executing but with different data combination. So instead of copying the same code again and again, right, we can try to use the data provider where we can give the different variation of the data, and same test case only will be executed and it will give you the result perfectly based on the pass or the fail status. So in most of the situation, user need to run scenario with different set of data. During that times, it is not possible to write test case for each set of data. Instead, user can use data provider, which is the, I could say that TestNG annotations, or which provide data in the form of an array of object. To run the @test multiple times with different input, user can use data provider option present in the TestNG. A data provider annotate methods always run an array of object. It can be any dimensional. So it can be single or multi-dimensional as well. The number of row present in the array will be the number of iteration. In case you want to perform, suppose say 5 iteration, right, with different variety of the data, you can give the row count as 5. And in case your number of argument will be column, so number of columns present in the array will be the number of argument of the at the test. In case you want to interact with 3 different field, 4 different field like that, so you can provide that as a column number. So that is the way you can do it. Now let's see what is the way we can implement it, right? So this is our test case say. 3 test case we have did. First test case is showing that verify error on unsuccessful login. So here you are giving some unsuccessful user ID password, right? Valid one is admin is the user ID and password is admin123. But in case you want to check multiple combinations, invalid combination like admin1235, admin1, admin12345, admin12345, like that. So definitely all the test cases same logic, and it will be giving you the invalid credential. So I can just change that parameter here and write data set for the username and password field, and I can run the same thing and I can get the invalid credential and assert it also. So all the test case will be running the same test case but with different permutation and combination of data. So what is the way we can implement it? We need to go to the base class, right? Whatever you already created in the base class, you could already see, right? We have already created the object for all the important pages. We have implemented before shoot, after shoot, right, especially for the external report. And we are also having the before method, right, to set up all this stuff, and after method, right, to throwing the error specifically whenever it's pass or fail. Now what we will do, we will try to create a method. Let's give the method called as public get test data, right? And right now I am not giving that return type for the method. Okay, what we will do, I will try to create an object, 2-dimensional object. Okay, so this is the way I can create the object, and I can give the variable name for this object called data equal to new object, and here you can give that row and column, right, whatever way. So row will be the number of iteration and column will be the number of argument you want to pass or number of field you want to interact. So suppose say I want to do for 3 iteration and number of argument, I know the username and password column, right? So 2, right, it will be 2. Now what I can do, I can get that variable, and so wherever I given the row number as 3, so it will vary from 0 to 2. Okay, and I can give that value, right? So here suppose I can give admin. Okay, so row number will be 0 and column number will be 0 for the first iteration, for the first field, right? And then for the first iteration, second column, which is the password field, I can give something called admin 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, or admin 1 2 3 4. Then similarly what I can do, I can go for 3 iterations. So here row number will change, column number will be same mostly, like so row number will be 1, column number will be 0. The username field, row number 1, column number 1, second iteration, I can change that user password field as 1 2 3 4 5. And for the third iteration, which will be row number will be 0, and for the username field I can give suppose say admin 1 2 3. And again for the like password field, so row 2 and column 1 I can give say admin 1 through 3, like that. So password I'm giving correct, but username I'm giving incorrect. So all the way it will be throwing me that error, right? Okay, it will be throwing me the error. What is the error it will throwing me? Like invalid credential, right? Either in the form of user or like name password, what is the way it will return. Now what I am returning, you are returning data. So I can give something called return data. Okay, now what I'm returning data variable. What is data variable? This is the object, right? So I can simply return it in the method. So that is the way you can do it. Okay, now my method already implemented here. We hard coded the value, though we'll see in the upcoming session that how we can read the data from the external sources like Excel sheet as well. We'll implement it using POM and concept, sorry, with the help of the Apache PY. Okay, this part we will be keeping in the Excel sheet, and how easily we can validate it, there change it also, you can will see it. Now what we will do, we'll go to the test case and where we will try to implement it, right? We already given that priority equal to 0. So what we will be doing here, okay, so we need to change the test case little bit to associate test data get test data method. So what we need to give here, we need to give data provider syntax comma data provider equal to, and you can give that name, right? What is the name of the method? You can simply give it, right? This is the method name, simply I can give it within the double quote. Okay, that part done. Okay, now what I can do, what is get test data, right? It is actually providing two parameter, right? Username and password field, right? You could see this is the two parameter. This is the column is the parameter or the argument or the field you want to interact, and row is nothing but the number of iterations you want to interact, right? Number of iterations you want to interact with every field. So what I will do here, I will pass some parameter here. Okay, because username field, suppose say you can give some variable name called uname and say another string format called pass. Okay, okay, now here instead of hard coding this part, I need to change it here uname, so that it will take that value whatever coming from the data provider. So that's all. And password also you can change it here. Okay, now that is the way you can do it. So now these like login field will be called 3 times based on the thing you have already given 3 times, and two field is interacting here, login and right username and password field. So that is the it will run for 3 times, and every time it will be giving the invalid credential, it will be passed only. So let's save it and let's refresh the project. In case some report already generated, we can remove them. Okay, we can remove them, right? Completely test output folder, we can completely remove it. Okay, that will not be a problem here. Okay, we also remove the Alio report, we also remove the screenshot folder as well. All this part already removed it. Now refresh it once more time. Okay, now we can run same way, there is no change in the TestNG.xml file. We can try to run it. Now let's try to run it using the run as TestNG suit, and you could see the first test case will be run for 3 times based on the different data combination you have given. Okay, it is trying to run it, the test cases one by one. Okay, it is trying to run the first test case where we will be giving the different combination of invalid combination username password field. Okay, it is okay, somehow it got created problem. So what we can do, we can just like I think this is the part we need to remove it little bit, might be. Okay, let's see what is the problem here. So we can go in the playwright test and we can remove that one. Okay, so that priority part you can remove. Anyway, default priority will be 0, so that's fine. Let's save it. Get test data provider equal to get test data at the rate test, and we are giving something, passing string username and string password, and we are changing it also. Now it should work. Let's see here. Run it again. Okay, refresh the page. Okay, so remove that allure folder and screenshot folder. Okay, and let's go to the testing XML file. Let's try to run it. Let's see what's happening now. Okay, yeah, it is running now. Okay, still test case is getting failed. Okay, let's see what's the problem happening here. So data provider, we have created a base class here, and we have given, okay, sorry, we did not implemented the data provider here, right? So that is the stuff we already missed here, because we need to implement the data provider here. Okay, so you could see here you need to implement the data provider, otherwise how will recognize it, that part how will match it. So here you need to use data provider. Data provider, that is the only thing we need to implement it, then only it will be matched. Okay, so that is the way you can get to know slowly. In case you are doing any mistake, you can correct it as well. Okay, now we can remove everything, and test output folder as well you can remove completely. This is the 3 folder. Let's remove everything. Let's try to run it again from the sketch. So now it should be matched. This data actually it will be mapped here. So you can keep the priority as well, not be a problem. I think it should not be a problem. Let's keep it the priority here. Okay, we can change the priority also to 0. I don't think it will be a problem. Now let's try to save the code and let's try to run from the TestNG again, TestNG.xml file again. Okay, so that is the stuff you should not forget it to add it, especially all the important stuff. Otherwise, it will might not work. That particular test case can be rejected because it is not able to understand what is the uname and other part parameter you are passing. Okay, now it will try to run the test cases one by one. Yes, you could see inbuilt cadential, right? First iterations, whatever we are passing through the test data, it is completely getting failed. Second iteration also getting failed. Third iteration, same test case, it will be also getting actually mirror message will be coming, but test case will be passed because that is the thing we are expecting. Now it will run for the other 2 test cases, which will be also passed here. Okay, so first test case ran for 3 times based on the 3 different iterations we have given in the data provider. Another test case there is no iteration, so it will be only working for 1 times. You could see here the report here, right? This is the suit name, this is the test name, this is the package name to the class name, and the same method run, right? What is the combination? You could see admin username, admin 1234 password, admin username, admin 12345 password, admin 123 username, admin 123 password, and other 2 tests run for 1 time. So that is the way you could see total number of 5 iterations it got passed. Okay, now if you refresh the project, okay, you could see test output folder got generated, so you can get to know that TestNG report open with that web browser. So you could see same test case ran for 3 times. Okay, another 2 test case ran for 1 time. Total number of pass is 5. So it is working perfectly fine, and you could see we have tried to do that data provider. So it is coming the parameter 1 and 2 here in the report as well. Right, first test case admin 1235, second iteration also admin 1234, third iterations admin 123, admin 123. It is also coming here properly. The report also you could able to see beautifully. Now what we will do, we will try to see that playwright report. Okay, this is the playwright report. You can also try to open it. Okay, you could see all the same test case again and again run with the different parameters. Also same method run. Okay, other 2 method also run. total number of iteration is coming as 5 and 5 got passed, total number of time spent also coming properly. Now you can try to see that whatever report generated for that one extend report. Okay, so let's open the JSON file. You could see here total number of test case actually 3, but it ran total past execution count is 5. That is the you can get to know how what is the original test case and how many times it's ran. Okay, now if you open that extend report, you can try to open it with the web browsers. You could see total 5 run, right? Same test case run for 3 times. If you click here, you could able to get the details. If you go to the graph, you could able to see total number, what is the started time, ended time, and what is the past details with all the system or environments, right? It is also properly coming. Graph is also coming properly. Now you can see the LEO report. So what is the way we can verify the LEO report? You need to go to the project path. Okay, completely open properties thing. You can get the path. You can open copy it. You can open CMD, right? Command prompt. Okay, you can paste cd space that path. After that, what you can do, you need to copy this command and you need to execute it, so it will also generate the LEO report as well, where you could see the details of the LEO report is also generating, right? Total number of 5 test case passed, what is the report timing. There is no categories, okay, because there is no failure as well. Suit level also it is giving coming here, right? This is a suit, this is a test, this is the package name or class name. These are the different thing ran for 3 times. Okay, now you can get that suits, you can get the graph, right? Behavior, package, right? Whatever way you want to do. Behavior is nothing but the method. Package, you can, in case multiple package, you can validate the package level. Go to the suit, it will verify the suit level. This is the overview, and this is the graph specifically, right? In case any failure is also there, you can get to know. So that is the way you can generate that extend LEO report as well. Now what we will do, we will again remove those part. Okay, this 3 folder will remove it simply. Okay, test output folder, screenshot, LEO will remove this folder again. Okay, now what we will do, instead of like 2 iteration, okay, I want to run for different iteration, like 5 iteration I want to do it. So row number I can change it to 5. So now we need to add the value also for the other 2 iteration as well. Okay, so that is the way. It is little bit tedious job. So every time if you want to change the iteration, if you want to change the argument as well, right, number of field, you can also change it and you can map it there as well. So now we'll go for 4th iteration. Okay, I can change that called admin1 and password also admin1. Okay, I can change it to the 5th iteration, which is the 4 one, right? Row number will be 4, because row will start from 0 to n minus 1 in case row is n, and column number will go for 0 to m minus 1 in case column number is m. Like that is the way. So here I can give something called 1 2 3 4 5 and 1 2 3 4 5 as well. Now just save the code. So you no need to touch anywhere. That is the beauty of the data provider. So you just only need to update the data provider part. You no need to touch your main code. Here you are not touching it here, just one time activity. In case you need to do anything, you just need to change in the data provider sections only. So I am changing it for the 5 iteration. If you want to reduce it to 2 iteration, you can just change it to 2 and you can remove the other data or comment it out. Now what we will do, I already removed the other parts and I will try to run it from the TestNG test. So first test case will run for 5 times and definitely will pass. So that is the way, right? You can change that only portion, data provider portions, like to feed the number of iteration and to feed the number of argument, and you just need to update your test case only one time, and after that you can run it anywhere using TestNG XML file. It will generate the result accordingly. Okay, now 2 iteration run for the first test case, 3rd iteration running. Okay, and it is coming also the test data, whatever data we already tried to pass, and 4th iteration running for the first test case. It will be also passed because whatever username password you are entering, it will be giving you the same invalid credential error, and the error is completely validating. So same test case you are running with different combination of the data. So instead of copying the same test case again and again, just changing in only one place, and next time if you want to run for 10 iteration, you can just change only one place. Data provider section, you no need to touch your code anywhere. If you want to run tomorrow for 2 iterations with different variety of the data, you can update it only there. You can update the username and password field there. So you don't need to touch your code. That is the beauty of the data provider concept. So that you don't need to touch anything. Okay, now you could see total number of 7 iteration. Why? Because first test case ran for 5 different combinations, right? Okay, this is the second combination, this is the third combination, this is the fourth combination, this is the fifth combination. Another test case run also 2 times. Now if you refresh the project again, okay, so you could see the test output folder got generated, where you could able to see mailable report, okay, from the TestNG which is coming. Okay, so this test case was run for 5 times. Okay, and you could able to see the different combination of data provided, right, for the different data part. Okay, it is also providing you the complete report. Now you can go here with that Playwright report as well. Okay, if you can open it with that web browser, it will also coming properly. You could able to see the different combination of the data whatever you passed. Okay, it's ran for 5 times, and you could see here total number of run is 7, failure 0, skip 0. Okay, now what you can do, you can go to the extend report. You can try to see the JSON file. It is 3 test case again, but run total number of test case pass run is 7. Now you can again open that extend report. You can open with the extend report web browser. So you could see total thing got here, right? And if you go to the graph here, you could see total number of run is 7 here. Okay, so yeah, sometime it is creating some problem with the graph. Let's open it again. Yeah, you could see the graph generated. Sometimes it is not loaded, no need to worry about that. You can just double click and reopen it again. So it is giving you the proper graph also. Now we'll try to generate the LEO report as well. So what is the same step we'll follow? We'll try to get the complete project path wherever our project already is there. I'll copy it here. Okay, I will just go again CMD, and I will change it to CD space CMD. Okay, it is going to the path. Now I need to copy that command, right? Allure space sard space Allure hyphen result. So it will be generating the Allure report now, new Allure report. Okay, you could see here total 7 test cases got passed, 100% successful. If you go to the suit level, you could able to see the details also, right? And if you go to the graph, you could able to see the details also. So that is the way, right? Instead of copying the code again and again and again, just take that approach to change the different variety of the data in the base class actually, and you can just associate that method in your test case actually, and you just need to pass that argument, and that argument you need to call it in the whatever method you are calling. So that is the way you can try to implement that data provider part, and it will help you to execute the same test case again and again and again with variety of the data combination without duplicating the code for that particular method. Okay, so that is the way you can do the data driven testing with the help of the @ data provider annotations in TestNG. Okay, so that's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.